Thanks very much, Steve. We know the playoffs are all about adjustments. When you factor in Kyrie Irving's injury as well, what do you expect Cleveland will try to do differently in Game 2?
Well, I'm not sure they'll try to do a whole lot differently. It was an overtime game. They did a lot of good things the other night, and we anticipate, some slight changes with Dellavedova out there just because he's a different player from Kyrie. But, at this point, you are who you are, and the adjustments you make are kind of subtle, I think.
What did you spend the last couple of days trying to clean up in the film room and on the floor in practice?
Well, I thought, we competed hard. Our execution wasn't great. We were shooting some quick shots early that weren't necessarily open. We had a couple of defensive breakdowns in there. Usual stuff. You watch tape, you show the players, you try to clean up stuff, and you hope that it works.
As your team has now gotten all its depth back, especially with Spates being back in the lineup. Is that something that, as the series goes on, can have a cumulative and wearing effect, do you think, whether it's on LeBron or anybody else in their squad?
It's hard to tell. I mean, the only thing that we focus on is what it does for our team. And we have used our depth all year. Guys like Barbosa and Mo Spates and Azili, sometimes they play, sometimes they don't, but they're always ready. And we do believe in playing a lot of them and trying to keep the pressure on the opponent. And each game is a little different, so you just sort of get a feel for it and go from there.
Well, Coach, you guys had a 2-day break between Game 1 and now. How did that a little bit of extra time help the players mentally process Kyrie's injury and then move on to focus on Game 2?
Well, I think it did help us. It gave us a chance to relax, gave us a chance to regroup, gave us some rest, and gave us a chance to practice yesterday with the idea in mind of how we're going to have to go about this game given the changed situation.
We expect, of course, to see a lot more of Matthew Dellavedova. If you're down an all-star, why is he a good person to have step in?
Well, he's proven that he can guard an all-star, and he's proven that he can play with all-stars, and he's definitely proven that he's up to any task that we give him. And he's done a good job for us all year as a rotation player, and he's done an excellent job filling in for Kai when he had to, and we hope to get the same tonight.
You coached a team last year in Israel that had some obstacles getting to the championship, had some injuries, players missing, and yet you were able to win the title. What kinds of things did you take from that as then you go into this and saying, oh, we can do it if we do this?
Well, with Maccabi, there's a strong tradition and a strong belief in the winning way of doing things and in the ability to get more as a whole than from a group of individuals. And I think that we just believed in each other. We defended. We really moved the basketball, and we played the game hard and right every night. I think that's the formula for success anywhere.
We'll see if you guys can do that tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.